The Congress of the People say President Cyril Ramaphosa should not be selective when implementing the recommendations of the experts panel who investigated the unrest that left more than 300 people dead and more than R1 billion of damages in July last year. The party says it would like to see Ramaphosa showing leadership on this matter. Let's get more now from the COPE spokesperson, Mr. Dennis Bloem, who talks to us via the virtual platform. Mr. Bloem, thank you very much for your time. Exactly what is your argument here? Is it that the Human Rights Commission is wasting money by investigating the July unrest? Is that your position?
Good morning, Tolly, and good morning to the viewers. Tolly, we are saying, why is it that these government entities are wasting taxpayers' money to have hearings that is unnecessary? The president have already appointed a expert panel that has produced a report, and a solid report. Everybody knows now what really happened in the country. And we, as the Congress of the People, we support that report. It is spot on. Now, we don't understand why these hearings of different entities are still continuing. We are saying, Koli, the president must just implement the recommendations of that expert panel and not waste taxpayers' money for ongoing hearings that will not produce anything. We don't understand, Tony, that what will these other hearings produce, because that one of the expert panel is enough, because we know now what really happened. That's why we are saying, please don't waste taxpayers' money. The money can rather be used to strengthen the police and the intelligence. We know, actually, that the police were very weak. That is what the report is saying. The police were very weak, and the intelligence were nowhere to be found. Now let's use that type of money to boost the police and the intelligence.
Let me come in there, Mr. Bloem. The South African Human Rights Commission is a Chapter 9 institution. Is it not well within its rights to conduct an inquiry of its own into what happened in July?
It's a duplication, Oli. We are reporting to the same entity. When the Human Rights Commission is doing its own thing, then the public protector can also come and investigate. Now, the president of the country have set up an expert panel, and the expert panel produced a solid report. Now, why is it necessary for other institutions to conduct their own investigations? We think that this report of the expert panel is enough, solid, with solid recommendations what must really happen.
Is it not to the benefit of South Africans to hear for themselves, because these hearings have been held publicly, where we, as electronic media, for example, we can beam it live to South Africans to hear exactly what took place, and we could hear as well the disagreements, for example, between people like the Police Minister Pegicele versus his National Commissioner of Police. Is it not to the benefit of South Africans to hear for themselves, or are you saying that the material that has been produced by the expert panel is enough? I think that message you've driven home. Perhaps, therefore, what would your direct message be to the Human Rights Commission?
No, we are saying even to the Human Rights Commission, let us rather spend and use that money to go and boost other institutions like the police, and because this is taxpayers' money, Tony, that report, maybe the Human Rights Commission must tap into that report of the expert panel and make it more stronger. They were having public hearings in KwaZulu-Natal. They know, for instance, what the people were saying there in KwaZulu-Natal. You can recall the national commissioner were giving evidence there. Now, why duplicating a thing twice? It is now in Gauteng. It was in KwaZulu-Natal. We are saying resources are very scarce, Toli. Let us use these scarce resources in a correct way to beef up and to help other institutions not to duplicate interviews or hearings. That is our point, Toli. We are not against anybody. Our point is, let us use these scarce resources not to duplicate things in this country.
All right. I think your message is clear enough for us to, I guess, digest it, therefore. That's Dennis Bloem, the COPE spokesperson.